recovering from a really bad cold, which was like Novid, you know, the COVID that is not COVID. So we were not really in a great condition to be flying, but what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? So we were already not looking forward to the flight. And if you don't know, the flight from Australia to Korea, if you buy the cheapest one, like I always do, you always have to transfer in a country. So you have to take a 9-hour flight and then get off, wait, and then get another 3-hour flight. And in our case, we were going to Busan, which is at the bottom of Korea. So we had to fly another plane from Seoul to Busan, which is about 40 minutes. So it's not that bad, but still, when you are already sick of flying, it's not a great addition. So anyways, we flew to Xiamen for the layover, which is a place in China, and the information there is so confusing. So since we were going to be there for 12 hours, I think, we thought we had to apply for a visa-free transit. Okay, so we waited in line for like 30 minutes to apply for this, while my boyfriend he's dying because he's still in a bad part of the cold that we had. He just wanted to go to a hotel and lay down. So we waited there for 30 minutes, and then the guy says, "Why are you here? You don't need to apply for a visa, because apparently you only have to apply if you are staying for long." No, I'm still confused. If you're staying for longer than 24 hours and less than 144 hours. But since we were only going to be there for 12 hours, apparently we did not have to apply. So we waited there for no reason, and for some reason, the Xiamen airport is extremely humid. Okay, so we were like sweating, and then found out that we didn't have to apply for this visa even though we had waited for so long. And then we got through immigration, which was very scary because there is a lot of security in Chinese airports, and yeah, a lot of cameras watching you, so it's a little bit intimidating. But we managed to get a taxi to a hotel by using a translator, because we don't speak any Chinese and they don't speak any English in Xiamen. I'm not expecting them to, because it's their country, but it's really hard to get by when you don't speak the language of the country. Like, I don't know how some people do it. Anyway, we got to the hotel, and since it was like Christmas, it was so pretty. It was all decorated with a Christmas tree and Christmas lights, and it was just beautiful. And then we went out to have dinner and try some authentic Chinese food. And again, with the translator, we managed to order some caught a train to a place near Seoul to see my boyfriend's friend's restaurant and see his friends. So we caught the KTX, which takes about 3 hours to get there, and we had a fun night, and I saw a little bit of snow, which I was looking forward to, but I didn't get to see as much as I wanted because it never snows for me in Korea for some reason. Of course, if I lived or visited Seoul more often, it probably would, but anyways, we had some good food, and I tried a 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗹 cocktail for the first time and fell in love. Oh my god, it is so delicious, so delicious. We went to like a beer house pub, but they did not have any soju, so our friends drank beer and I drank cocktails because I do not like beer. So I tried a 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗹, and what was the other one? Oh, I had a Long Island iced tea. But I could not taste the alcohol, so I don't know if they make it weaker there or something. But that's not the point. So we took the train back to Busan next morning. Yes, train to Busan. Train to Busan. And then, okay, here's where the story gets bad, I guess. It's not that bad. So, the next, or when we arrive, my boyfriend starts feeling really sick. Okay. And now it's New Year's Eve. I think it was New Year's Eve. And we were planning to go to the beach to watch the fireworks. But he was feeling so sick, so we couldn't go, so we just stayed in the apartment. And he got a really, really high fever. Like, he wasn't sweating, but his body was so hot. So hot. So thankfully, the convenience stores in Korea are 24/7. So I had to spend the whole night going back and forth, getting water and medicine and food and drinks, so he felt okay, because I just felt so bad. I didn't know how to help him, because the thing is, my boyfriend is allergic to paracetamol or acetaminophen, whatever you call it in your country, they are the same thing, or Panadol, Tylenol, whatever, they're all the same thing, and he is allergic to it. So usually when he's sick, he just has to suffer. Okay, he can take ibuprofen, but it does not help very much. Okay, it does not help. As someone who can take paracetamol because this is also on top of the cold that we were already recovering from. So we were double sick, double sick, double sick, double sick. So start coughing, no energy at all. And I also hadn't slept properly because I had been nursing my boyfriend. Then we get a text from my boyfriend's friend who got the train with us, and he says, I just tested positive for the flu. You should go get tested at the hospital. Like the literal flu. I had tested for COVID before he sent that text because I was worried it was COVID and I was going to give it to his parents, but the flu. So we headed to the hospital and they what do you call it? They tested us for the flu. And they said it's negative for both of you. But then we went to the doctor's room and they measured our temperature, and my temperature was 38.4 degrees, which for me is a very high fever because I'm usually like the normalest, the most normal temperature you can be. I usually don't get a fever ever, even when I'm sick. But that morning I had been sweating and I couldn't tell if it was because the room was too hot or I was just tired or whatever. But no, I had a fever. So I got an IV which had, you guessed it, acetaminophen in it. And they gave me something called an immunity injection. I have no idea what was in it, but it made my whole body warm and felt really weird because I could feel it coming up my body when she put it in my IV, whatever they put in your arm, whatever that's called. Also, I had the best nurse ever because I usually get bruises in my arms when I get something put in it, but no bruises this time. And my boyfriend could not get the IV, so he got some injection with something else in it. Anyway, the thing I forgot to say is before we went to the hospital, since my boyfriend was coughing and had a fever and everything, I went to the pharmacy and I said, he is allergic to paracetamol, so please give me something that does not have paracetamol in it. I trusted the pharmacist because he is a pharmacist, right? They are meant to be trustworthy. Also, this was all happening in Korean. Okay, he gave me some medicine. I did not check it because I trusted him. I go back to the apartment and give the cough medicine, which was like a pouch that you can just like suck out. Okay, he takes one sip and I'm looking at the package to double check, and the first thing I see on the package, acetaminophen. So I was like, wait, and my boyfriend had to spit it out, spit it out, spit it out, spit it out. Okay. Thankfully, he was okay. There were no side effects, but he was so angry at the pharmacist because I literally said nothing with paracetamol. And we were like, it's possible that he doesn't know paracetamol and acetaminophen are the same thing, even though it should be common knowledge for pharmacists. Because once in the past excuses are you making? How can he just blame that mistake on me being a foreigner when I was speaking Korean to him and we had no problems in communication? And we were both just like shocked, like what the heck. Also, we asked him, or my boyfriend asked him if he knows that acetaminophen and paracetamol are the same thing, because maybe he doesn't. He said, yeah, I know. You know, and you almost killed someone because you were busy and talking to a foreigner. Okay. Anyway, this was the annoying part because that was the only pharmacy that was open on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. The rest of them were closed because it was like, you know, the holidays. So I had to go back there again to get the medicine that we were prescribed by the hospital. And he was so, like, he kept apologizing to me. And I was just like, yeah, whatever. Never coming back here again, because how can you do that and make some dumb excuses? Like, I cannot believe like that's something an intern would do, okay? Not an actual pharmacist that has experience, because they're busy. Makes no sense at all. Anyway, so we only had about 9 days in Korea, and we spent most of it in the hospital and laying in bed. So that was fun. Yeah. Also, I went to a cafe by myself when my boyfriend was sick and he was like sleeping, so I was really bored. I went to a cafe by myself and I ordered some coffee to drink in the cafe just to like chill and at least enjoy being in Korea a little bit, since we paid a lot of money to get there and do nothing. And I go to pick it up from the counter, and the ladies who is working there says, oh, are you sure? I don't know how to translate it. She said like, are you sure you're having it here? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh, I was just checking because you're alone. What the heck? What? There was also someone drinking coffee alone right next to me, so why did she ask me that? I mean, I'm sure she was just being nice and checking in case I didn't want to have it there, but like, I can drink coffee alone if I want to, girl. Oh my gosh. Anyways, so that's all I can think of the story. And yeah, we got home safely. It was a horrible plane ride because it was so uncomfortable and I kept coughing, but it was a very sad trip because we did not get to do anything that we wanted. We wanted to go to the theme park some mini charms for everyone to choose from. They're just too cute. These are also like keyring things. Oh my gosh, I love this cat. And these are bears, I think. 𝗵𝗆𝗀𝗀. What is that? I think they just made up an animal. That is so adorable. Okay. Then lastly, I just put some pretty hand creams. So there's these ones and this cherry blossom one and peach. Got a few for them to choose from. I just think this packaging is so pretty. So yeah, since I was sick, I did not have much time to think about and choose presents. So I bought all of these from the same store. And I also bought myself some cute little socks with a dog on them, which I